All right. This is a video that I've been wanting to make for some time. It's a common drawing technique that I end up showing all the time in my classes and realized that I wanted to have a more permanent kind of version of this tutorial so that I can more easily explain how this works. What I'm going to show you is how to break objects, particularly, rectangles here, into equal portions, which is perfect for drawing in perspective and drawing proportion of all kinds of different shapes and forms. I've got two rectangles here on the screen. One is obviously flat and the other one is in perspective. And the good thing is everything that I'm going to show you not only works flat, but also works in perspective. So if you're drawing this out in a scene, whether you're using 1 point, 2 point, or 3 point perspective, and you're trying to find equal sections proportionately, this is the way to do it. Right from the get-go, I'm going to show you how to find halves or quarters. That's honestly really, really simple. It's something that I show on the first perspective drawing class. All we have to do is go from corner to corner, from each corner diagonally down to the opposing corner. Where those two meet in the middle, that's our halfway point. That's our halfway point in terms of equal sections, and it's the halfway point proportionately in terms of perspective. So what you'll see here is we've got two equal vertical chunks. We've got two equal horizontal pieces here. And last but not least, four equal sections. If I wanted to split this into 8 equal sections, or I wanted to find fourths, all I have to do is just split any of these one time again. Really, really simple stuff. All right, moving right along. If I want to find thirds, it's a little bit more difficult, but honestly, not very much. Let's go through how this works. All you need to do is trace through a new set of lines from the bottom, equal lines going to the center of the top, equal lines going from the top down to the bottom, and then where our original X meets these new lines that we've just created, we have thirds drawn out proportionately in perspective, equal sized, nice and simple. So just like before, I've got vertical sections equal, I've got horizontal sections equal, or 9 equal pieces drawn in perspective consistently. All right, for our last trick, we're going to go through how to build in fifths. I know this seems like it's going to be crazy. There's already so many lines on the page, but I just want you to keep track here. It's not that difficult at all. It's actually very, very simple. All you have to do this time is go from the right-hand side, take those lines again, tracing from those corners through to the side. Do it again on the left-hand side, tracing from those corners through to the other side. There's all kinds of intersections happening, but the only ones you need to worry about are these ones. They're the ones that are closest to each side, where our new third lines meet our fifth lines. And what they're going to do is those dots, if we cross them all off, just like this, is going to give us nice, simple fifths. I'll get rid of all the excess so you can easily see in space how it all works and how equally portioned they are. Nice and simple. So we've got our vertical fifths, we've got our horizontal fifths, and if we really want, 25 equal sections all cordoned off. So when you're drawing in perspective, one of the things you want to be able to do is measure proportion. You want to be able to check the size of objects against each other, and you want to be able to build in equal sections. We as people are pattern makers. We like things to be organized into equal sections. So as you're drawing away, whether it's furniture or other handheld objects, or you're just trying to figure out general proportion or add kind of structure to things that you're building, it is very, very helpful to be able to find half, quarter, thirds, or fifths. And now you know how to do that quite quickly in perspective. I won't always use every one of these lines every time that I'm drawing, but if I'm working at a tough angle, or if I'm struggling to find something that looks proportionate, it's nice to know the proper methodology in case I need to go back and use it. And now you know how that all works. Feel free to share this with your friends and add to your drawing skills.